In this video, I'm going to show you how to use your head movement to get in on your opponent's jab. Okay, so if you got an opponent that you're sparring and they have a good, long, solid jab, okay, it can be very frustrating and they can keep you on the outside. Okay, other than using your jab, okay, what can you do to try to get into punching range? Okay, this is the classic example of like Joe Frazier versus Muhammad Ali. You got the shorter fighter against the taller fighter. The taller fighter wants to keep the shorter fighter on the outside or at the end of his punches. Okay, while the shorter fighter wants to work his way in to get closer for his punches. Okay, now in Peekaboo, you know, you don't always have to get on the inside. Okay, but you're being elusive, and I'm going to elude those punches and throw my counter punch combinations. Okay, you can be 6'2" like I am, or you can be 5'5". You know, using the concepts of Peekaboo, you can add it into any fighting style. Okay, let's say you're a Philly shell guy. Okay, you're good at counter punching, you're a Philly shell guy. But then let's say you get your opponent hurt and he starts backing up. And you don't want to just walk straight in. Maybe then you start using some elements. You start touching. Maybe I'm touching with the jab and then use my head movement to get inside for those hard shots. Okay, Peekaboo is relatively an infighting system. Okay, that's if you're against a taller opponent. Okay, if I'm sparring a shorter opponent, you know, I'm going to stay on the outside more, use my jab, my head movement, and counter punch him as he's trying to get into me. Okay, so you can use the concepts of Peekaboo whether you're short or tall. Okay, so this first drill I'm going to show you is you're just going to stay on the outside. Okay, remember, he's in his boxing stance. There's the different ranges of boxing. I'm on the outside, I got the middle, and then I got the clinch around the inside. Those are the three ranges. Either you're out, in the middle, or in close. Okay, so every fight starts on the outside. Okay, so if you're a Peekaboo fighter, you start on the outside, you're going to get your jab going and your head movement, and then you're going to use your head movement either to work your way closer to unload your combinations, or use your head movement to draw your opponent's punches or counter punches so you can slip or weave and throw your own hard counter punches. Okay, so this first drill is I'm just going to stay on the outside, and he's just going to move around and throw his jab. And I'm just going to work my head movement. Remember, I got the slips, the duck or the bob, and then I got the bob and weave, the weaving motion. Okay, so I'm just going to, remember, try to not to move your head once, try to move your head in combinations at least 2 times. Okay, because you never know when they're going to throw that second punch, and you got to be ready for it. So he's going to move around, throw a single jab. Okay, I'm just moving my head. Okay. You see how I was rolling, he threw that second jab, and I continued on. So you can do rounds of this with your buddy, your training partner. One person goes first. He's just going to move around and jab, and I'm just going to move my head, slip, duck, weave. You know, I'm going to try to do it in combination. Sometimes you don't have to. Okay, if he jabs and steps off, I don't need to move my head 3 times if he's way over there. I can just slip my way in, and trying to mix it up. Okay, I don't always, when he throws a jab, I don't always want to slip here. Throws a jab. Always doing it. I'm going to mix it up. I'm going to try to be unpredictable, break the rhythm. Okay, so that's drill number 1. He's just going to move around and jab, and I'm going to move my head. Okay, I'm not going to parry. I'm not going to catch. I have to slip, duck, or roll in combination or singles. You can do that against his jab. Okay, so that's kind of a live action drill. Now we're going to do a supplemental drill. There's 2 supplemental drills that we're going to do. Okay, the standard concept of Peekaboo is he throws a straight punch, I slip. He throws a hook punch, I roll it, or bob and weave. Okay, and then the duck can be used for both. So, but the basic concept of is he throws a straight, I slip. He throws a hook, I roll it. Okay, even though you can slip a hook if you just have to go down farther. Okay, but it's usually not preferred. So you see these 2 drills Mike Tyson do a lot. Okay, what he's going to do is I'm going to back up on the camera here. He's going to stand in front of me. He's just going to throw single jabs at me so I can work my side to side, my slipping motion as he goes back. Okay, and what this does is it makes me use my feet to get closer to my opponent, because I have to use my feet to get closer. Okay, remember, most people like to do that in and out boxing style, in and out, stay on the outside. So as a peekaboo fighter, you got to use your head movement to get in. You got to get close to unload your shots. Okay, so we'll do it slow. So usually, if I slip to the left, I step with the left. If I slip to the right, I step with the right. Let me show you. We'll do it slow. He throws a jab, I slip, step, throws another jab. You can see I can work my way in. And then you can just go back and forth up the mat or in the ring. So he comes back a little farther. Now he's going to speed it up a little bit. Watch, I step and slip. I step with the left, I slip with the left. I slip with the right, I step with the right. Real simple, just small little steps. Remember, you want to keep your legs bent. Okay? So he does it. I'm getting used to following my opponent's jab. Okay? I just don't want to slip in. If he's not punching, I want to, if he throws out, if he's jabbing me, I want to kind of stick to his jab. Instead of getting on the inside of him, I want to try to get on the inside. Why am I doing that? So I can freaking punch him in the face. Get close and work my combinations. It doesn't matter if you're tall or short. Okay, squat down a little bit. Let's say he's short, a lot shorter than me. He's throwing that jab. I don't care. I'm going in. I'm going in. Why? Because I'm going to bend down, crouch down into my peekaboo stance, and I'm going to unload. Just because you're tall doesn't mean you can't fight on the inside. Look at who was it that fought Evander Holyfield? Riddick Bowe. When he fought Evander Holyfield, he's 6'5". Evander Holyfield's 6'3". He beat Evander Holyfield on the inside. He was an inside fighter. So it ain't about height. It's usually about your personality and how you're trained. You should be able to be trained on the outside and on the inside. Most people can't fight on the inside. Okay? Most people can't. That's why they tie you up so much. They don't like being on the inside. Me, my preferred style has always been, all through my amateur career, kickboxing, everything. Even when I was kickboxing, I like to get in and throw those inside combinations because of the peekaboo concepts that I used when I used to compete. Okay, so that's the first drill, is slipping, following your opponent straight back. Now he's gonna throw these hooks like this, the weave drill. I'm gonna do the same thing. If I weave to my left, I step with my left. If I weave to my right, I step with my right. So he starts with the right hook. See me step and weave? Now he comes back this one, I'm gonna make a little step to the side. Yep, right there. All right, we'll do it again. He starts with the right. Get my head offline, okay? And you can do rounds of these. Dude, you should be warming up with these drills. Okay, you should be warming up. You can do repetitions. Like, let's say he's gonna do this, but he's only gonna do it for 4 hooks. So he's going 1, 2, 3, 4. So he does it for 4 hooks. Work my way. Now we move around. He does it again. He's gonna take those little steps backwards so I can move in. He's helping me train. What happens if he starts, let's say he throws his hooks, but then he doesn't move back? I stop moving forward. I can stay here and then start counterpunching or get to the side. Okay, so those 2 drills, the slipping drill and the weaving drill, are very good supplemental drills that get you used to using your footwork in conjunction with your head movement. Getting close to you, like you're sticking to your opponent. Okay, so now we're just going to do a drill where I'm going to stay, he's just going to move and throw his jab at me. Okay, he's sparring. He's just going to move around, in and out, throw his jab at me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use my head movement on the outside. And then when I feel ready, I'm going to initiate the feet. I'm going to put it in forward drive, and I'm going to try to get close to my opponent. You got to drill this. Okay, you start with his jab. Okay, because you want to get in on his jab. All right, so we're going to move around. He's going to work like he's going to break the rhythm up and just try to touch me with the jab. You can see right now, I'm just staying on the outside. Okay, moving. Okay, using my footwork. We're moving around. Now, I'm gonna do the same thing, but now I'm gonna start entering in. I might enter in and then enter out. I moved around and touched with the jab. So I got in. Now we go back out. Get in, I got to the side, I can throw my combinations. Okay, so you're just gonna drill that. And if you got a buddy doing peekaboo with you, you can, one round he goes, then I go. Back and forth. Okay, so now, every time I get in, I'm gonna throw combinations, light and loose. He's just gonna shell up, just for the sake of the drill. Okay, this is a good drill. You don't have to go hard and fast, but I'm still gonna have proper technique. Okay, so he's gonna move around, he's gonna work that jab. See, now I'm staying on the outside. Okay, see, I launched my combination. Now we go back out. Back out. Back out. Okay, you get the point. I'm locking it down, throwing fast combinations, putting my body weight into it. Okay, but he's relatively, I'm not beating him up. Okay, that's why it's good to have good training partners and good sparring partners. Okay, so now, the last drill you can work on is you both can jab. Okay, so he has to defend my jab, I have to defend his jab. And then when I feel comfortable, I'm gonna work my way in, unload my combination. Okay, so we're here, he's throwing his jab. Back out. And I can add the twist, the spring during my combination. So that is using your head movement, okay, to follow your opponent's jab inside so you can get your combinations off. That is it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you like and subscribe my channel. Have a good day.